Oh yeah. I gotta start now. So live in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get it. I feel like I'm showing too much on that webcam, but whatever, man. I need to bring my face a little bit closer, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So, not even center, but we're just gonna go with the flow. There we go. I think that's better. But I'm gonna do like this. All right, so let's get going. I got nothing in the charts right now, but catch up when you catch up. Anyway, so where are we? We've had quite a week, but let's see if today we're gonna get something, man. Again, we're still in the struggles here, still $5,000 away from that equity high. So I don't know. We were so close yesterday, but I took another loss. So we've done some losses on the 23rd, loss 27, 29. So let's see if we can close strong today. But on this account, we're still in some profits though. This is now the third month with only 24k. Not bad. But come on, now just that drops it to 5,000 a month, which is decent still. All right, so let's go to. But then again, it's a demo account, so just me playing around here. So I'm just gonna go look at the daily candle here real quick. Make sure that it's turned off. I don't want these higher levels on this side. So what we have there is our daily low. Make sure that magnet is on so we don't struggle so much with those levels. So that's the previous day low. Where is it? Previous day low right there. That previous day high, I don't really need it. And then I'm kind of interested with this low over here, which I don't know, even those with my strategy right now, they really don't affect nothing. So because I mean, are you supposed to know what's gonna go up or not, because I want to get away from that hey, this has to work mentality, or trying to know which setup is the best. Bruh, I need to run away from that so fast, because I've done that for a long time and it's not working for me. I need to understand that this thing is random and we're just looking for parameters that we'll see if whatever. So are we willing to close below this fair value gap here? I don't know, but I'm just gonna have it somewhere there. That's not gonna cause me, and I see that we do have like a daily open gap there, which again is something I really don't need, but I'll still have it though. That looks to me like a NDOG right there, new daily opening gap. That's why we close and then we open right there, so that looks good to me. I'm just gonna have these levels here to kind of look for support and resistance, and honestly I don't need those levels, I'm not gonna lie. We see we have that order block, the down candle before we shot up, that open price. I'm just gonna have it there for just to see what price gonna look like down there. It's a bullish order block and it's on the daily time frame, so we're gonna do that D right there. And I'm good. Let's go to the 4 hour, see if there's anything interesting here. So close below, kind of shot down, kind of went a little bit down too, so this was a perfect support right there. So if we're going up, are they likely to take all of this, or I don't know, price will tell us. Another fair value gap up here on the 4 hour, so whatever happens. And I like how that 11 a.m. candle is kind of stretched nicely, so hopefully they can keep going up and then we can get a short to the downside. So I have to. All these equal highs here, but we know it might get there and still keep going down, and that can be saved for next time. So we Gucci. Let's go to the 1 hour because that's all I'm waiting for now. So this has to be it's kind of early though, but so far that's the 11 a.m. low. I'ma just have those levels there for now, and so far that's the 11 a.m. high. And in terms of analysis, top down, we're done. I think that's all I need. So what I'm waiting for is for this candle to take that high and then maybe come and take. I like how this has no wick, so I'm thinking we might go down farther. And right there we do have that daily order block. I put that there so I can go to the lower time frames and see if there was any form of reaction just around that area in the near whatever. So kinda let me just short up. So really thinking of pivoting, because I'm thinking like, you know, I want to get back to that excitement, man, which could be detrimental or could be helpful now that we are more disciplined. Because I had a strategy that was that like a crossover move. I'll make so much money, but then I'll also lose so much money, like I wouldn't know when to stop. So I'm thinking, because I'm making money, I want to keep making money, then I end up just giving back all what I gave, or I take a big loss and then get some big wins, but you know there's no progress because you're just getting back the losses that you took. So now that we're more disciplined, I might just go back to that approach and then check out, because I'm thinking this thing is just dirty, man. Like, and trying to clean it up, I don't think those things working for me, man. So we just might have to play those games, man. It's better if I don't know what the market is gonna do, because you really don't know what the market is gonna do. But you know, these ICT concepts, they kind of make you feel like you know what the market is gonna do. If that is true, then why is your win rate not 100%? You know, but if it gives you an edge, you know, you're Gucci. Because my strategy right now is probably like 47% on average, which is not bad, because at least, you know, on a 1:5, 1:2, 1:2.5, that should be profitable. But I don't know, I feel like I want to make money every day. Now I don't know if that's impatience talking right there, because the big game here is to be patient and to kind of develop what you have. The other option is maybe add another hour for the day and kind of trade 2 hours, because right now I'm only doing the 12 p.m. candle expansion, or just stick with that and then see how we can add on to the days that we are winning, you know. And I think that's the best approach. So now I just have to wait for the next 18 minutes for this candle to close, and then we'll see if we can get a shot going down. But we do have all these equal highs here, so I don't know if they want to come for them. And then we have this last up candle before we short down, so if we can close above that, that can be used as support for price to keep going up further. But today's Friday, so I don't really know what's gonna happen. So looking at the weekly candles, so this Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So that's the week low. Where will be the week low? Let's go check it out actually. So the weekly low is here, current week low. So I just do CWL right there, and then the current week high will be that one. So I'll just do current week high, CWH right there, and then let's go to the daily to check out what that profile looks like. So that will be, do they put blue up there or do they put red? Do red, and I'll do this one blue. I believe that's how ICT does it. And for whatever, make it bigger maybe. So that's the weekly high, that's the big. Right here is the weekly low. So looking at this day, this is Monday, just shot up, open, retrace down, then shot up again, then it just shot up and it's coming down. So that profile was up, down. Interesting. So within in here, millionaires are made, and in here a lot of losers also. A lot of millions lost. Yeah. So what did I want to see with that daily order block, which is of no significance to me? So now, let me put that MA ribbon a little bit. Let me check this out. Look at that, man. Just simple 50 cross. Hey, yeah, 50 cross 200, 100, and then look at that. I think this strategy is also just, sorry, or whatever. I think the strategy is also nice, honestly. But if I was to go back to it, I'll just have to trade this thing, just give it from 7 to 9. If this formation is not there between 7 to 9 a.m., I'll leave it alone. In this case, you'd have missed it if you're saying to 9 a.m., but that'll just too sweet. Touch, and then you just break down. That will be your entry, your stop loss. Actually, above that high will be okay, without fearing any retracements. Just assume, hey, once we enter, I need you to just go straight. If it starts going up, then maybe get out. I don't know if that will be a thing, but then you'd have to be very patient. And then the minimum would be 1:3 minimum. Cross 200, touch. That would be also a nice entry right here. So we have 15 minutes. I'm just playing around. And another touch here. So you probably use whatever you want to use, but to me, I think that one is fine. So my entry here will be touch, probably this one, stop loss all the way up there. And probably I'll be going for 1:3, so maybe that one would not have hit. That one would have taken me out. But if you're expecting something like this, then that shouldn't take you out. Once it gets to your entry, it should just come out and then wait for another thing. Interesting, right? So that'll be break even probably, and then give it another shot. Look at this, 50 cross 200, and then we retrace, but we never saw a breakout to the upside. And what time is this? 8:05. And then we 50 crosses 200, then we wait for that retracement. Beautiful. That's also paired with a breaker right there, but that looks like a lot anyway, but it's still a breaker though. So we do have a down, up, so we have a low, high, low, comes there, and then look, before we break, we start running away from that breaker. So now you can have some what time is it? 9:17. You can have some, was that news at that time? You can have some confirmations there. and your 1:3 and you're done for the day. I feel like this is too much too anyway. This is too much waiting. So if maybe we could reduce that, because this is 250, maybe reduce to like 9 and 36 maybe, and then aim for 1.5 and then look for 2. Sounds easy, but is it easy? R real quick. So this looks like another setup, but I mean, after 10, I don't know if I want to trade this thing. 50 cross 200. Now we kind of retracing, so you want to see if they're gonna keep retracing and then we break out, and that's your entry. See if we can go to the upside. That right there is a very simple strategy. I did backtest that one, and the return was, I think, was still 40 something%. But if you're going for 1:3, then you know that was a good deal. Here's another one, 50 cross 200. You wait for that retracement and a breakout. Boom. And then make it a little bit tighter, going like this. So that right there is your entry, because we're breaking out of this, but that would be best. So probably wait for to finish, or as it's going out, maybe enter, whatever. But what I can see here is we also have like a breaker kind of. So maybe this is something you could connect with a breaker too, honestly, and just wait for such a thing to happen. But would you be tempted to enter here? No, because there was no breakout. That swing low and that swing low. Well, there was one here. And your stop loss will be where? Above here, so that will be you getting out. But if I'm expecting for when me to enter for price to start going down, so anything like this, you just get out. The reason why I'm saying this is I was listening to Mark Douglas, and they're saying that there's people who their win rate was 5%. But it wasn't Mark Douglas that I had say this, or let me not say quote who, but they're saying that they only had a 5% win rate, meaning out of 100 trades they're only winning 5. But the rest of the 95 trades that they didn't win, if price was not doing what they were expecting, they'll just come out. So for example, I expect when I enter, I want this thing to just keep going down. Once it start going up like this, you're just done. So you're taking like maybe a 0.25% loss, you know. So because in your head, I'm expecting to see something like this here. So we have that down candle and up. And honestly, once you see that, you're in, man. It would be nice if we would retest to keep going, but some of those perfect scenarios don't really exist. So that's good, and your stop loss will be above 200 or just above that high, because I know if it starts going up, I'm out, so I may as well just put my stop loss way up there. And you don't want to put it down here, because that will be a full percent loss, right? So put it here. So if you come out, you just go with a quarter of what you're risking, and then 1.3 is the minimum. This right here is powerful. Maybe I should backtest this, but that would mean that I need to be in front of my charts at least by 7 a.m. to kind of see if I'll get that whatever dynamic. It's amazing that I'm sharing this publicly, so whoever just comes and see this someday and you're struggling, try that out. So this is just 50 and 200, and you can see it just doesn't happen. So you wait for 50 to cross 200, right? I mean, such a thing is not bad, because I'm seeing, I mean, this could be a little bit advanced maybe, because when I was trading this thing, I started to notice this as well, where that trend line is forming and it breaks down as also as 50 is breaking down. But what I've noticed is every time, most of the time when 50 is breaking, is crossing 200, there will be some sort of retracement. But in this case, I guess price was just somewhere there. It just kept going down. And what time is this? 9 a.m., 6:30 in the morning. Come on. And we just break down. I mean, we could easily see this thing shoot up too. But bam, we off. Let me see the next spot, and then we don't get another trade up until, oof, no, that's the disadvantage sometimes, because if this was 9 and 36, probably we'll get a trade going up and we'll get another trade going down, right? But you also putting yourself also in an area to make losses, but you know, whatever. So that looks so good, man. Let me add 9 and 36. I'm just curious, bro. What do we have here? I'll do 9. It's blue, and 36 will be purple. Let's just see how this looks like, and they're all EMAs. They're not visible, brother. 9 and purple. So let me. So okay, bam, 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 and then this one is the second one. Okay, and then this one. So let's do this one as this one, and then this one the third, and then purple just the biggest, so we can kind of see. And this just looks fine here. So 36 is below 50, so this is really like momentum trading here. So I don't know if trading continuations is the best, or trading reversals, or kind of wait for that reversal to happen and then wait for the alignment of the EMAs and then just enter. For example, one of the disadvantages that I found with this whatever is I was not able to enter in such a case. So everything checks out, but then I'll be expecting for price to retrace all the way back here, but in this case it doesn't. Just gets to 9 and 36 and then keeps going, and you can see that baby just hugging on 9 on 9 on 9 on 9. And I'm thinking as you grow, by the time you're convinced, hey, I think it's not gonna be going above 9 anymore, the moment you enter, starts dropping. Just nuts. But whatever, man. So we have 6 more minutes before that 12 p.m. candle opens. But this is nice. So retracement, a breakout, and you're in. Look at this right here. This is good. So even if you missed way down there, then you can just wait for something like this right here. So touch, and then we kind of have another one here. That's the best one. Well, this too could have been a trade here because we broke out. And if your stop loss was down here, then they took you out, but you had another shot here to try again. Right there. Because price is still insisting. I mean, if you take 2-3 losses, then you might want to leave it alone. So let's say, for example, I took this one. I'll be maybe that one. My stop loss, I put it right here. And immediately start coming down like this, then you're out of that trade. Because I'm expecting if I enter, I want this thing to just go straight. So that will be the rule number 1 for this. Because this thing could mess you up, man. Trendline crosses, that can mess you up. So 9 cross 36 right there. So probably that'll be my entry. And then my stop loss maybe below, like an order block over there. And then we start going up. So I'm in, it starts going up. The moment this comes down, you want to go get out. So no hoping that this will happen, because we know. So that right there might be a problem as you're waiting for that final whatever. So I don't know. So we have like a trend line here, and we break up with this candle. So crazy, man. So easy to think that's what's gonna happen all the time. And your stop loss, what would your stop loss be? Maybe below this low, or maybe below this low as well. Trying to look for 1:3. Okay, 4 more minutes. So once I'm in, it shoots down like this. Would you get out? Oh, that's stupid, man. Alright, that would be difficult. Why lie? Because what I'm hoping for is something like this here. Touch, right? This is what I'm hoping for. Is that when I enter, that's the breaker candle right there. My stop loss above the high here. I want to see us starting to go down. So if we come back, I'm out, bruh. It's tough. You're gonna take so many small losses. That right is a 2.5 if you just left it alone. If you left this one alone, that would be 2.24, so that would be a loss, win. This will be a loss, win. So -1, 2, -1, so 0, and then 2. You know what? Whatever, man. Whatever pill you choose to chew is gonna have its own problems. But it's so easy to kind of see a few examples work and you're thinking, oh, that's how it's gonna be all the time. No. So before you get this really nice win, there's gonna be a couple of losses, right? Yeah, so choose whatever pill you wanna chew on and just get it out of there. All right, let's forget all about this for now. Okay, let's get back to where we were. Get back to the 1 hour. So the 11 a.m. high has changed, so that's the current high as we speak. Another thing to improve this strategy is kind of try see if we can get those OTE entries, right? And I think that will make a huge difference. All right, so we are 2 minutes away to see what's gonna happen. So the play I'm expecting is maybe take that high and then come attack this candle low here that has no wick. Looking at the daily candle, let's check it out real quick. All right, I think it was a bearish candle. What's the probability that they're not gonna give a fight to go to the downside? I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think this is gonna flip back to black. I think the bears are gonna try shoot down. So I think today we might have a solid trade today. So let's check out. Let's see if we can close strong on the week. Probably get that account to at least over 30k. So we're gonna do, maybe I might want to risk a little bit more today. Everything seems good. The only thing that doesn't check out maybe is this equal highs here. If we could shoot up and take them and then now start coming down, that would be nice. And I'm gonna open up these guys as well just to see what they're doing. So we're only a few seconds away. So looking at the 5 minute within this range, I should have that's the low. This gets okay, there we go. That's the full, that's the new candle. So it's game on now. 11 a.m. where are you? Low. And that right there is the 11:55. That's to be the 11 a.m. high. 11 a.m. high. Go down to the 1 minute, just make sure that we got it. 11:57. Yep, that's the high of that section. So again, the drill, we know it. Trade above the high. So step 1 is good. I think I have those rules written down here. Let me see. Did I save them? What did I call it? Simplest. Yeah. Did I not name it? Oh, maybe it's not here. Alright, let's go check out these other guys real quick. US100 and US500. And I think I'll just have to put it on this other side so I can watch all the time. Stay there for now. There's no news, so at least no news whatsoever right now. 4:30 p.m. 4:30 p.m. Would the markets not be closed or? That's weird. Me never seen that before. Alright, bye. So we know what we do here. We go to, hey, why is this image showing? Bye. So 1 hour, and probably I don't know. So the US100 here, US30 right there. So they've all traded above that previous one. I just want to kind of compare the three. It's not like it's a must. All right, so currently this is the last down candles before we short up. I'm not taking this one because it's within this one, within those two. So if we cross and close down here, that will be our entry. And if we do have like a 5-minute order block confirmation, which is good, by the time we close down here, we'll have traded at least above that. This down candle will be the best, but for now it still wants to go up. So if today wins, I might just, I don't know, maybe wait for strategy. Actually, I do have some work. So go back, look at the winners and kind of see what's really around those winners, and maybe just try to emulate entries that look like those winners too. So Dow, this ain't supposed to be Dow, my friend. What you doing, brother? It's supposed to be US100. Thank you. I know why. Thank you, sir. So they're all just running up. US 11 AM low. What is this? 11 AM high. Beautiful. All right, so this guy, I'll just have to put him on my thumb screen here, and I can just watch him from down here. And we'll see how that goes. So let's just concentrate on this guy here and see what good he has for us. So now I'm just waiting for a reversal. I'm waiting for bears to give in a fight, because I don't think that daily candle is gonna flip back to So this is that new daily opening gap over there. Blue. Just do this 1 hour filling up, and then we're gonna change that text to NDOG, new daily opening gap, inside on the right side. Why do we have to make that make sense, brother? Oh, there's two of them. And that daily open price is just right there. I'm just gonna put it there for daily open price, just for the sake. I mean, if that's the daily opening, then we know that's the daily open, the discount price there, and that's the up part is the close price of the daily candle, so we're good. I don't need that much. We'll see how this goes. I like the way we just shot up, so if we were to come down and close below that section, that would be magical. Now of course the problems we have when going down is that 5-minute character over there, and we have another one down here. Those are gonna be some support resistance areas, at least on our way down, but so we'll be careful. Not really careful, ain't nothing we can do. You can easily just trade downwards, especially if that 1250 whatever comes in and it wants to shoot down. Now here's a problem though. Did we close above this 5-minute here? Once we close above that, then bruh, we could be on the wrong side here, especially how they took that low and then just shot up, and then this guy here has already been used as support. That bump, see that right there, and then we just shoot up, bruh. So this happened at what? At 9:50, 10. We just touched it and we're leaving. That's like a small bump over there. The 15-minute order block right there. So that checks out. That candle closes at 10. So where's 10? No, it's the 10 to 10:15 candle. So it closes right about here. We just touched that 5-minute, man. We just shoot up. So what's the probability that we're gonna be coming down? I don't know. So back to that new daily opening gap. That's really nice. But we only saw it after it has happened. So whoever took that in the money, just about to hit that 3R probably. Anyway, so we're just gonna stay still and kind of wait for our thing. Now I'm expecting us to come all the way down here. I don't know. But if that's my model, that's what we're gonna do. We don't care what's on the way. So we also have like a 15-minute scenario here. This last up candle before we shut down. But today's a Friday though, because then we could be looking for potential of getting to that one symmetrical swing. So that daily candle is gonna flip on a Friday. Sheesh. I don't know, man. Let's see. Alright, so US 30 is already, the daily candle has flipped. US 30 daily candle has flipped. It's now green. And US 500 also, the candle has flipped. It's bullish. So this will probably do the same too. So tricky. Nothing we can do right there. So what I'm gonna do is maybe add that indicator. Do I have it here? What is it called in the first place? I think it's this. Is it this one? But it has to do with FX4 or something. Wait. Hi, HTF 2 degrees. So that's the daily candle right there. So we can just check it out. I'll see if it's gonna flip. I don't need to see those numbers. So lines have to be there. Pen labels, no. Boxes, yes. Tables, no. What are these lines? Inputs. So you know that's the open price. So that's the daily candle right there. So yeah, let's just use that indicator, check out what's really going on. So in the 1 minute, our entry is kind of right here. So I feel like I want to go crazy today a little bit. So once I get that entry on the 1 minute, I'll go down to the 5 minute. So today I might go back down to the 600, which is fine, or I might just get to that $1,000. Now I don't like that attitude though. That's the losing attitude over there. But if it goes well, then we should get back to that 1,000 real quick. Or let's just be patient, man. Zero viewers, zero views. What am I doing this for? For myself. I'll be back to watch me when I'm old. If I get to those ages. That age, God willing. Okay, we're starting to come down. We've taken out the high. And maybe respecting the high. I'm thinking, do we have like some sort of SMT down here? Which is something I see trader team really putting emphasis on. SMT. Just before the one now. US30 looks just like that. No SMT. Oh yes. Ooh. So this is not fair actually. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I think I just have it here. Trying to be complicated for what? For what? No, has to be this one. Oh, that's the low. Okay. So this is the 1059 low and 1046, 10 whatever. What is this? 1047, 1059, same thing. And then look at this 10:9. Oh, wait a minute, 9:30, 9:50. Bruh, I am off. What am I doing here? What in the world? That's the low right there. So that's nice. If that's where we if that's our aim, then it's just right before this 5 minute shenanigan here, which is gonna be a strong zone there. Makes sense for us to come there, don't you think? Yep. Break down, come here, and then maybe whatever. We'll see. I would not like to see like a 5 minute close above this up candle here. And if we close, then I'd like to see the next one just come down. So what was I doing here, my brothers? So the 1 minute, nah, they're all high, hello, hello. So me not see nothing there. Alright, my brother, you can go back to my brothers. If this was just a simple cross, man, could be making money here. A simple cross. Do you think it's time to pivot, man? What do you think this time is? What do you think is the time? 9 cross 36. Breakout entry, stop loss here. Anyway. So if we close above here, this down candle is gonna be our last down candle, not this one. But of course, expect like a 5 minutes. So I'm gonna step away from my charts a little bit, and I'll be right back. It's 12:16. I don't know what time this is gonna open up. I'll be right back. So we reached that new daily opening gap level. Where's that mic? Sorry. So I'm back. We reached that NDOG level. So let's see if we can get some sort of movement to the downside. So this is now the new level here. Can I grab the whole thing? No, I cannot. So this last down candle is my focus now. So once we close down there, we are firing this thing, man. We're going bazingas. Make that sure that's on 50. Yo, 50. Thank you. Trading 1 minute. I feel like we might get like a nice win today, a very nice win. So let's get ready, and I might add a little bit to the downside too. So do I think we might get like an open high then come close low? I think so, but a few problems though is we did close above this 5 minute whatever, so we could just be coming back to retest. So the best entry would actually be a 5 minute candle closure below this up candle here, but then that might be just too late, so I'm gonna just enter and then see if we can go to the downside. Otherwise we look too bullish here. Look at the 15 minute. Oh yeah, once we close above, see this full candle here, if we close above that on the 15 minute, so in the next 7 minutes, then I'm thinking we might just be off here. 50 has crossed 200. Again, the EMA is not on our side because I still want to take a short, because that's how our model looks like. We'll see how this goes. So probably, I don't know. And we're still going up, so we're gonna use the NDOG as a support. I don't know. I would like us to take the high, not leave those equal highs like that. So US500, US whatever, they all now look the same. US30 has taken out these highs. US500 is taking those highs right now. So US100 is kind of laid back over there. Yep. This might not be one of those days we get our trade, man. So it looks like that daily candle has flipped. Oh, this rarely happens during this time of my trading, really. So if it was bearish, you'll kind of find them, even if it's shaved off, they'll try to give in a fight. So in this case, that daily candle has flipped and it's heading to the other side now. US500 is gone. Oh, pretty much trying to catch up with US30, taking out their highs here. So will this guy do the same as well? That's okay. So we just keep waiting, see if we can get something to the downside. I wonder if we have more fair value gaps. Yes, we do. No, we don't. This one has already been visited, so we're going up. That last up candle before we shut down, we really used nicely there. Used so nicely. This one went down, but you can see the bodies are kind of staying on the inside. Another retest, and then it just shoots off from 11 a.m. We don't look back, it just shoots up. So this might be a no trade day. Still a little bit early, so let's see. So we took out the previous week high. We didn't need to take out the previous week low. This has been quite a week, man. Aish. The day I had a win ID, wasn't available. This has been quite a week. That's that weekly high, right? Current week high. So consolidation here, and then maybe there was manipulation to the downside, and then maybe we shoot up. So maybe Monday we could see like a retracement to keep going up. We don't know. But then we have the last down candle here before we shot up, down. So that could be also a retest area right there. Retest, retest, retest. Rain away, and then now we're coming back. Anyway, let's stay focused here. So that's right there is now our bounce zone. So we kind of getting a better deal. But something else I've realized is the more we're going up away from that 11 AM high, the less likely for that trade to work out. But who knows? We don't know price. So tempted to add a little bit more, but it's unnecessary. Could be one of those days where price just sinks. So once we close below this level, I'm taking that trade. I am in. I feel we've done enough damage, and where am I willing to let go? I like how we have these equal lows here. I might just get out there, or just kind of leave it alone until the close of 1 PM. But we're likely to get down here, maybe. Oh, I forgot to take this out. So we are seeing all these low time levels here. Sorry, my people. Nah, I need my clean charts, bro. Let's just forget about that. I need my charts clean. Super clean. This is our NDOG level that I don't really need to see on this side, because once we go down, I mean, whether NDOG is there or not, I kind of like how we just smoothly going up. All right. Once we close, what time is it? 0:46. So I still have to wait for another 5 minutes, and I am a little bit impatient, because if this thing starts to run without me, man, fear of missing out. So that's gonna be our order block confirmation right there. But this closes in the next flat. Still have to wait for the next 4 minutes, man. Please do not leave without me, man. Do not go without me, man. Anyway, if we miss this, then we have this down here too that I could use to enter. That right here would be a very nice deal, because my TP would just be up here, and probably I can just have it right above that high. But the high is good too. And then I'll be aiming for the first 5 minute fair value gap. If we were to get down here, man, that would be like a 1:4. Ooh. So, but my second filter is I gotta wait for this candle to close, because in the last minute it could all just go back. But if it closes, then I think there's a better chance that we could keep going down. So it's now 12:31. I honestly don't want to miss this trade. Just from that NGOG level, which I feel like I want to delete from this side. Okay, we know you're there, so let me just hide it. Let it just be clean like that. But I can see the level up here, so we Gucci. Offset minus. We come close if I do -1. No. Anything more than 1 is gonna go farther, so maybe we just want to watch it like that. So how many more minutes to the close of this count? 2 more minutes. So my entry is gonna be whatever here, and my stop loss up there, so we are ready to shoot this, but we still have to wait for the next 2 minutes something seconds. This might be a banger trade here, because if that was the open and that's the high, then I'm thinking maybe 2 times that level to the downside. I don't know. Currently the high to this low, so this here is kind of promised. 11 AM high. So we are retracing. That is that 5-minute candle, man. Look, see that? So I think it's important to kind of wait for that 5-minute closure, but that could just be a retracement back to this fair value gap here. So let me look at that 5-minute real quick. We really don't have anything that's of a problem here. Maybe that small. Actually, it's balanced, so that's nothing to worry about. So 1 more minute. 1 more minute. So a candle closure below here. When we touch it and that minute ends, we are in. So it seems like we have a fair value gap here, an inverted fair value gap, and then we have this one that currently has been touched. So this 5-minute ends in 44 seconds, so we need to see it close below that line there. If not, then there's nothing we can do. So candle closure below that 5-minute will be nice. In the next 30 minutes we'll find out. So if we do come down and just close a small distance, probably maybe put a sell stop below this low, kind of just getting that trend. I don't expect like a touch of this zone, but then I think we do have a good deal here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we do have a confirmed 5-minute order block. All I need is just that next 5 candle to close above that, for the body to just close below the open price, and we Gucci. So now for me to fire this setup, we have to close below these last down candles here, a series of them. Candle closure down there, then we fire up and we go down. So if this thing wants to keep going up, then we just start over. Otherwise, we do have some equal highs here at the high of this current day high, so I'll be likely to go there probably. So we're still very much no, take this back to 1 hour, bro. We know it. Where were you? Here. So no hurry. We are going back the other side, which is okay. So if we trade above this high, this last candles here will become our focus, which pretty much the same as that one. So this fair value gap's not really doing nothing. We are reversing them, so seems like there's still some. I don't like this now. We don't like that. So now if we come down and break, leaving those relatively equal highs like that, I don't like that. But we'll be okay because we do have like a swing high here. So that one's taken out, and then swing high failure, and then we just start shooting down. Yeah, that can create some. That'll be a nice setup to keep going down, and then they'll just come and take that later. I don't know. We'll see. But it'd be nice if they took it out and then just shut down. So we might have to look for another 5 minute at the look, which will still be this one anyway. Okay, so we've taken out that high. So that high has been taken right there. So that buy side is purged. So our focus changes to this right here. That is now our focus. So we're really going up, man. Yeah, we are really in a need to go up. Now, is that the other block? So it would need to be this one now. To need to be that one now. All right, patience here, man. Patience here. Patience here. Got those equal highs, man. If you took that trade over there, that bump, taking so much liquidity to the left side. All those lows. Bump with a favorable gap right there, and it shoots up. We do have this down candle here, but it's inside of this, so that's what we're gonna use. So that last up candle, are we gonna reverse it right now? Interesting. So that's still a order block right there. I like this. I like that. Did we take out? Oh, we are so near to that current day high. Current day high is just right there. That's the current day high. And if you look on the left here, it's a problem. We have some relative equal highs there. Current day high is right about there. Right there, above these highs that we just took. Look at those two high highs over there. It would be nice if we came and took them too. So do we have something here? So now, this ends in the next 4 minutes, so we might have something here. Now looking at the 5 minute, there's nothing. I think this is kind of balanced here, so nothing to worry about there. That's balanced. So this should be like a support area, or if we break down, then feel like that's resistance. So I'd like the way we're coming down here. So we might have something solid here. Last up candle. Now I will go with this candle here instead of this one, because the body is currently inside of this, so but still looks like we're predisposed to go higher, so let's just keep chilling. This candle closes in the next 3 minutes. What time is it? 12:41, man. I would have loved to be in this trade before 12:50 and then see if that 12:50 will favor me. Patience. We might be getting something here. My stop loss can actually just be above this high, but you know what? Nah, let me just have it above the high. Why do I have a good feeling we might have something today? Bruh, don't be in a hurry. Just 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes before we start leaving. 2 more minutes. I like how we've kind of balanced everything here. So I think if we just go down too much, I just have to use that one, and my stop loss could be, well, I'll just have it up there. So maybe we could be looking at 1:8.9, but if we do get that deal, we're looking at least 1:3 if we do get down here, which I think is not that bad for that bullish candle to get here. Why am I feeling that it might also go down a little bit? So 2 more minutes. 12:43. I like to be in this trade before 12:50. I don't know what did they go up yesterday. I would like to be in this trade before 12:50. So in the next 1 minute 40 something seconds. I still haven't seen like a candle closure down here. So this is an inverted 1 minute inside of this one, so inception. Currently using that as resistance, but it's a 1 minute. Look at this 5 minute candle. What you doing, brother? What you think you're doing? No. What you think you're doing? No. All right, so in the next 1 minute we'll find out. So now I can just be here on the 1 minute, and that level right there is where I want price to close below. Let's just give it some emphasis. It's too ugly now. So in the next 42 seconds I want that price to close down here, waiting for a closure below here. If the closure is not gonna be that far, I am just gonna take this trade. So in the next 30 seconds, let me see. You can just close strongly, man. You got 25 seconds to behave. Prove yourself, man. Prove yourself. Well, this area is a support resistance area right there. Why am I nervous? Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the block confirmed. That's good. So now a candle closure below this level, and we guns blazing. I feel like adding this risk, but that would be stupid. Now let's just stick to the guns. If I add and then I lose, I'm going back to the deep 600. I need this thing to go to $1,000, man. Make sure everything's okay. Instant $50 is what we're risking. Trading. Boom, pull that trigger. We about to leave. We are about to go guns blazing. 12 seconds, so we're still waiting. 12:45. I want to be in this trade before 12:50. So if you come close here and then we touch 2, 1. Oh, come on. So I have to wait for what, 50 something seconds. Do not leave without me, man. I want to enter this trade so bad. Oh, come on. Alright, so this could be a fair value gap here. So we're about to go guns blazing now. I like how everything's just balanced on the 5 minute, but I just need to see like a candle closure below this last down candle on our way up. And then in terms of targets, so pretty much that fair value gap is just about to get closed, so still no entry. The other fair value gap we have is this one right here. So let me just, this is now inverted, this is inverted as well, and all these are just noise. This one was inverted. So this is now done. And it's been inverted too. So what is going on here? So patience though, patience. 1250 is happening in the next 3 minutes. Are they likely to go up? Probably. They might come and take these highs. So it's just sparing us the loss, right? Anyway, I'll be waiting for that 1250. If I see like a fair value gap, we are taking it. Yeah, so it's important to wait for those confirmations to just do its thing. So still working that new daily opening gap over there. Now I even want to see it. I am not bullish in any way, shape or form, but we've taken this low. That's the last up candle before we shut down. So 1250 happens in the next few seconds, 49 seconds. So because I was hoping that I would get an entry and then 1250 to shoot me to the downside. So maybe let's see if this guy is gonna maybe shoot up, take that high, and then maybe come down, then see if we can go to the downside, because I'm just sticking to bearish. We have these equal highs here, and that's the current day high. As you can see, this is the daily profile here, the daily candle. Maybe he wants to take that liquidity, open high. So 1 hour, we are already way up here. What's the probability that this is gonna be shaved off? So in the next 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1250, and we shoot up. That 1250 volatility currently happening. So this is now gonna be our last down candle right here. This series, we've now traded above it. So let's change. We have traded above that high. And time is up, man. Anything from now is so that current day high is just right there. It makes sense to go and get it. So the 1250 open, that's the 1250 open right there. And let's do some cleanup. This NDOG, thank you, but you gotta go. All those fair value gaps didn't do nothing for us. So 1250 we just shot up. Now we shoot down and close somewhere down here. I'm curious, are we gonna reverse that? I like how we're coming down. The other thing is just wait for a closure below here, and then we can take that shot. Come and take that current day high, bro. You know you want to. Why did they not take it? So we still have to wait for another 5 minute order block. No, it's after 1250, so I do not require that. I don't require that no more. So yesterday's 1250 was going up, so will they flip it today and just start going down? I don't know. Again, if we close below here, that's still gonna be my entry. My stop loss will be just above the high, and just see how low we can go, because that's the last down candle before we shot up. But looking to the left, it's in between these, it's right in that bigger whatever down there. So this seems to be one of those days where price is just one-sided. So this was quite a week, man, for this strategy. Quite a week. This was a toughish week for this strategy. Friday. I like how we've just balanced that area. No fair value gap forming, so we could have a trade here. So where would my stop loss be at if I still wanna enter this trade? I like to see that thing right there where there's a week. The candle was like, before we close, we had like a bullish move, and then the next bearish move, and then the next one opens, goes up, and the candle is reversed. So we kind of have a body in between 2 weeks. So it's now working on this fair value gap here. So I'm gonna pull this to the side a little bit. So after 1 p.m, do I still want to take a trade after 1 p.m? I don't think so. So if by 1 p.m. we haven't crossed below this, then no trade. So this closes in the next 30 something seconds. So this fair value gap here is inverted, so that's good. Not yet. It's not yet inverted until this closes, because this body is still in there. Okie doke, we might have something here. So I'm thinking to have a tight stop loss, maybe above this high here. Yeah, I'm gonna take that short because everything in here is balanced. So why would price need to come up here? So we just touched that 1250 whatever price. Hey, the bulls are not playing here, man. Five more minutes. Again, if we take this high, this is gonna be our last down candle that we'll use for entries, which I think makes sense for us to take these highs here, those relative equal highs there. All right, we've taken out that high, and anybody bullish, man? You're making money. Anybody still holding? So this last down candle is still within this one here, so we can still use that. So now we've taken out the current day high. Four more minutes. If no setup in the next 4 minutes, no trading for me today. Three more minutes. The other option we could have is trade the 1 p.m. The 1 p.m. candle expansion, which Fridays is usually it just sleeps. So still 3 more minutes. In 5 seconds, it's gonna be 2 more minutes, and we call it a day. Man, this has quite been a week. I'm not gonna lie. This strategy has not favored me at all this week. It's been a week of continuations. It feels like there's more continuations more than reversals. All right, so 12:58, 2 more minutes. So I'm just gonna focus on that last down candle there, even though we are below this one here. So maybe just put a line, which is currently just down there, which it's okay. One more minute. Do I really want to take a trade now? If I have to, maybe I can just go in half the risk. Kind of see if that last 1 hour is gonna bring in something. Because we've taken out that current day high, which where's our previous day high? Previous day was all the way up there, so no worries about that. That's that 12.50 open price, so that marker works until 10 minutes into the new hour as well. So 12.50 to 1:10, I guess. So 5 minutes, that's a nice rejection. I'll give it a shot. Once we close below this down candle, I'll give it a shot, but my stop loss too has to be all the way up here. And then we're just gonna have to babysit this thing until ooh, that was really tired. Really. So after 12.50, these candles just get impaired. US30 has already, the previous 1 hour is in here for US30. And the 1 p.m. candle has taken this low. So that high has been taken. Fair value gap right there. Doesn't mean anything. I'm thinking that if we take that low, I think we might have like a small retracement back. We should get at least 1:1. So let's just get patient since I got time today. I'm not worried anymore about the 5-minute order blocks, not after 12.50. That don't matter to me no more. So that fair value gap right there is holding, kinda. These ones have been flipped up and down. And this is my focus right now. The dynamics might have changed, so because now we're in a new candle right now as we speak. Excuse me. Honestly, I'm getting tired of this strategy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting tired. It requires a lot of patience. But I like it because I know at the end of the month I'm gonna be profitable. So that is kind of slow for me now. Okay, we are going down. I need a candle closure below here, and we can give it a shot. My stop loss is just gonna be all the way up here. And actually, I think it should just be above this fair value gap, because I think we shouldn't come back there. But I'll still have it up there. So if we do come up here, I can salvage a little bit. Still, I cannot do nothing. If we can just come and close below here, I'm taking that trade. Feel like that will be the fast change in state of delivery for a long time. Last down candle. Hey, wait. 40 more seconds. Wait. Hold up. He don't listen, does he? Now look at these two lines here. That'll be a nice entry area too. So in the next 17, I need you to close just right here when you're just about to close. So 10, 9. Okay, now go. Dumb. There we go, guys. I mean, let's take that trade, see if we're gonna make something here. So, wait, I'm risking a lot, bro. 3. Nah. That ain't right. So we're selling. Let me take off some risk. 2.63 still a lot. So let me buy. Okay, 1.97 is still a lot. We're not playing that game here. Okay, 1.64, that's decent. So my entry looks like below this candle here. That's my entry on this other side. And then right there, everything checks out, even if it's just after 1 p.m. where I'm thinking I want to stop trading at that time. But if that's when the traders presented itself, so we just took it. So let's see if we can close with something here. So looking at this daily candle, where is it? Right here. I think they might give in a fight a little bit to just go down. So let's see. Everything looks decent. We've closed below that level, so that's good. We've taken out that liquidity over there, so I'm thinking we should have like a decent drop. So looking at getting like 4K, we do go all the way down there. Looking at the 5 minute, we have a fair value gap here. But then it's after 1 p.m. so what's the probability that all these are gonna work? But then I put in my risk, so we just submit to it. So hopefully you can get back to the 800s with this trade. And I'm just gonna leave this alone until the close of the whatever, and see how that works. As long as the market does not close when I'm still in here, I am not leaving no trade running, especially for the weekend. That's not gonna happen. So if we flip this 5 minute here, that'll be a nice sign that we are looking good. So close above that on the 5 minute, then that'll be fine. In the meantime, we have some struggles to work, but I'm in that trade, so let's see how this goes. Last down candle before we short up. Also careful knowing that this down candle is in within this larger one here, but they're pretty much the same size. So my entry is just above below this candle here, so I did get a good entry on this other side. And let me represent that accurately. So I didn't get like a good entry like that. It's gonna be somewhere down there a little bit. Well, approximately that right there. So that's that 12:50 a.m. whatever. I don't know if it still works. So 3 more minutes, still within that macro. And just for a target, I would take the last up candle before we shut down, the last up move. So I'll take that high to that low, and we should be promised at least one symmetrical swing. I feel like that will be okay for this trade. Just before that, and we can just close it at 1:1. Just decent. And I'll just put a hard TP right there. That should be okay. I don't want to say it's promised, but we should see it get to that one symmetrical level. And I should be okay with that 1:1 right there. It's Friday, it's at the end of the hour, so looks decent to me. .9, need you to be at least 1 hour, my brother. Which makes sense because we do have that 5-minute situation over there. 0.92, 0.97. And then we're just gonna babysit this thing and see if we get that 1 hour today, or we're just gonna stay there for some reason. So US30 is inside, is in here as we speak. Let me just bring it up now. We can move around a little bit since we know that see that right there, US30 is kind of in here, and US500 is outside, and so is US this one. And I forgot to I like my charts clean, so let's delete all this. 12:50 shenanigan, get out of here. What else? This is that fair value gap on the 1 minute. I can draw them again. And this is that NDOG level over there. At this level, I'm tempted to add a little bit more, but what's the need? What is the need, man? What if we just keep going up today? Because today was predominantly bullish. I will hide this now. Thank you, sir. I want to pinpoint the fair value gap over there, and then that's well represented. What else did I want? The 5-minute the 5-minute situations here. 1, and the other one down here. We're likely to get there. So this one has already been kind of touched, but it's all good. I need that to be on that one symmetrical swing right there, just at the touch of it, and I'm gonna put, nah, that should hit TP. So for 2092, 1:1, that's decent for me. Okay, that's the situation with this guy. So let me put them on the side right here. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna babysit this whatever. I mean, everything is set so it can do whatever it wants to do. My stop loss is at the high of this candle here, I think so, or at the high of the previous 1 hour high. And I'm just looking for 1:1 here. Now I'm tempted to add a little bit here just in case we drop down. So should I? Why not? Let's go. Just a little bit small. Small. We touched that zone already. Feel like that should be respected. $10. Show lines and second entry with a very small. All right, so how much we risking now? 1.9, close to 2%. Ah, that's too much. I'ma just buy it back. Oh, yeah, that's too much risk. I think my ideal is 1.5, man. So the stop loss just came in. I'm not gonna do that. So this side is fine. This side I just added like a $10 trade on top of the $50 trade. And my TPs are all 1:1, so I could leave the $10 one running. Why not? In case we open and he wants to sink all the way down there for some reason. Why would we open and go down? Who knows? No, that's not gonna happen. Hide those lines and let's do these. 10 bob. 10 boob. Should be more, don't you think? No. No, I do not think. $5. Why are we risking $5? Should have been more. Whatever. Whatever, man. I think my broker charges. So the spread is so small and it looks like there's no commission. $0.2. So the full trade was $50, but my risk is now $39. So they've taken $11. And this one was $10. But I'm seeing the risk is now $5. So $5 is gone. And then they tell you, ooh, very small spread, very small spread, very small. Now, what am I saying? But if you lose, you're losing just 39, so that's not accurate. Anyway, whatever happens, happens, man. We're Gucci here. 40 bob plus $5, still money. 50. This is the worst time to enter a trade. Worst time. So I'm gonna put an alarm to make sure and I'll still remember to make sure I close this trade before 1:59. And just take whatever I'll have. If it's a loss, if it's a profit, whatever. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. That's really the status of this trade. That's the best I could get. Everything just checked out at 103 is when everything checked out for my entry. Otherwise we were just predominantly going up. Okie doke, I am done for the day. And I'll see you on Monday. So tomorrow I'm not gonna be doing any back testing. I kind of have a long day. Maybe Sunday, no way. So maybe today in the evening I might come in and do some back testing. I'm currently back testing this strategy in the month of January. I will see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. So man, that was Trader Mariana and I'm out. Thank you so much for joining in. 6 views, that's amazing. There's one current viewer. There's a current viewer right now. Shout out. Thank you so much. And I'm out. So hopefully next week we do have a nice week. If not, then we have to pivot. We have to look for a way forward. Because pretty much I'm now averaging like 2 wins a week. And then like 2 no trade days and then 1 loss. The strategy is still profitable, but I don't know. It is profitable in a group of trades, but I need something, man, when I can just win every day. You know what I'm talking about? Like the supply and demand, guys. Not try to compare myself with anybody, but I don't know. So we'll need to pivot a little bit, but in a strategic way, to where we're not running away from what we're doing. But we need to come up with something really quick, but also still being patient and staying collective, not losing the progress that we have so far. So yep, it could be just a rough time anyway for this strategy, so let's just keep going on. Yeah, still working on this equity. I think we were up to 128 at some point, 127, so just about to get to the equity high, and then we dip down again to 124. So we're still there, we're still going. Anyway, Trader Marina, and I'm out, and I'll see you guys maybe today in the evening for a back test or something. You'll get the notifications, or I'll see you guys on Monday at 11:30. Do have a good weekend, and God bless you all. I'll see you on the next one. Trader Marina, and I'm out. Peace. Thank you.